Hey, what's going on, guys? Schwarzeneggermagic here. Today I have a great 4-ace trick for you. Now, if you perform this pretty quickly, you don't use hesitation, alright, this is going to stun spectators without a doubt, alright? Let's not waste any time. What I have is 4 aces here. 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. We'll place these down on the table kind of in a row, alright? Here's what I would ask a spectator, or if you were here, I would ask you to do this. If you would, please select any one of these cards. Let's say they chose this one right here. Okay, what I would do is ask them, what card do you think this is? Do you think this is the ace of clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds? Let's say they said clubs. I would say, ooh, so close, but it's the ace of diamonds. No worries, we'll do something a little bit different since you failed the test. We'll put the aces, roughly in the center pack, alright, all throughout. Obviously, we have one more here, the ace of spades. We'll put that in as well. So now all the aces are spread throughout the pack, alright, and watch. All we need to do is push them inside the pack. And just with a snap, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. Just pop right to the top, just like that. And that is a trick, guys. There's no other duplicates inside the pack. Spectators are amazed by this. Trust me, I use this all the time. Let's not waste any time. Let's learn how to do it. Okay, so let's get right into the tutorial for this trick. What you're going to need are just the 4 aces and a pack of cards, okay? Now, like I mentioned earlier in the video in the beginning, this is a trick, an ace trick that you perform fairly quickly and without hesitation. The moment you start hesitating is the moment the spectator starts thinking and possibly may realize what you're doing. You go quickly so they don't have time to think, alright? Let me explain this a little bit more. You're going to fish out the 4 aces from the pack and put them face up on the top. You're going to spread them out, alright, and you're also going to get a break under the next 3 cards, okay? These are just going to be random cards, doesn't matter what they are, alright, so on and so forth. So you get your break under those cards, and currently you have a break under 7 cards, alright? When you have your 7 cards, you're ready to go. You're going to peel off 1, 2, 3 cards, alright, and then you come to this last card. This is going to be a packet of 4 cards. So you want to be a little bit more careful on this. You want to make sure you keep it as square as possible, alright, and then place it on top. At this point, here's what I personally like to do. I like to put the card on the table and turn it over just like so. This way, the spectator sees me actually putting an ace on the table and just turning it over, okay? Opposed to, here's the last ace, I'll turn it over and place it down like so. That's fine. It's just more visual going like so. After you do that, you place down 3 cards. These 3 cards should be random cards. These should not be aces. If they are aces, you have done the trick incorrectly. At this point, you obviously have your 4 cards on the table. On top of the pack, okay, on top of the pack, you should have 3 aces, okay? Yes, you do? Good, good. At this point, what I do is a little wrist kill or misdirection and just get a small pinky break under the top card. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to have them choose any card they'd like. The main purpose of this part of the trick is to make them believe that all these cards are aces, alright? They'll know, they've seen that this card right here is an ace. Now when you ask them to pick a card, most likely they'll pick one of these 2 cards here. It's just the natural thing for them to do, alright? So by doing this, alright, they're going to select a card. You have your break, and let's say they chose this card. You're going to perform a double lift as best as your ability, alright, and show them this is an ace. This is going to hopefully, most likely, make them believe that all 4 cards here are aces, because not only have they seen this card, but they have seen this card. And not only that, but you're going kind of quickly, so they don't have time to think about these other 2 cards. Going at a decent pace will just make them think, okay, all these cards are aces. You're going to turn that bit back face down and take the card and place it toward the bottom of the pack. Okay, so toward the bottom, alright, just like so. And at this point, you say, okay, let's just take the rest of the cards and put them in the pack. You're going to place the 3 random cards in first, so these are the 3 random cards here. And then you're going to place the last card, which is the ace. This is very specific. It's not very difficult to do. You're going to have to place it in the top 4 cards of the pack. Alright, what I mean by that is basically I riffle down 1 card and put the ace in. Alright, I'm doing this face up for you, but normally you place the ace face down. So you riffle down like 3 cards, place the ace in, no more. Okay, you cannot place it 5 cards in, or else the trick won't work. So, take your time with this if you have to, and do the best that you can. Now, for this last ace, what I like to do is say, okay, and obviously the last and final ace goes inside the pack. This just sums everything up. Not only have they seen the last card, which they believe is an ace, they've seen, the cards on the table. This seals the deal. At this point, you square them up, you snap your fingers, and what do you know? They're on top of the pack, just like so. And I'll tell you guys, you do this at a decent pace, you have yourself a great trick, and the spectators are stunned. Alright, they really are. Now, there is one possibility that I do want to state. So let's just recap it, and I'll do this the other way. And do keep watching this. This isn't like a review here. You obviously get your 4 cards, and your 7 cards, really. 1, 2, 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. At this point, we have gone over where they select maybe one of these cards, which are random cards, but I do want to go over if they select an ace, because if an ace pops up, you don't have to do a double lift, because it's an ace and you can just turn it over. There is one thing you have to do, because you can't place this on the bottom of the pack, or else the trick won't work. If the ace is picked first, and you should know, because that's the first card you place down, if they chose that card, you're going to just immediately put it on the top 3 cards, or top 4 cards, just like so. Obviously, it would be face down. After you do this, all the following cards go below, okay? And then you square them in, you snap your fingers, and they pop up on top of the pack. So that is the only other case. If they do pick the ace first, you just place it on the top of the pack, alright, rather than starting on the bottom. I hope you guys enjoyed the trick. Very great trick. I encourage you to go out. If you do perform it, feel free to leave a nice video response to this video. If you guys are looking for some playing cards, you may have heard me mention this before. I got these ones. These are Aristocrat. Alright, great deck, great box. I got this from the One-Eyed Jack. I have more information. If you are looking for playing cards, you can visit the link in the description. Great store. I highly recommend it. Have a discount code for you guys and everything like that. But like I said, information in the description. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up. And as always, guys, remember, I'll be back.